This is Job chapter 33, verse 15. Oh, like someone out the class to read?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'll read one.
Speak up.
Yes, ma'am. Job chapter 33, verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed.
Okay. Let's go to 16.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 16. Then he opens the ears of men and seals their instructions.
Now, it said, then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instruction. So that's why sometimes when you sleep at night, you gotta watch what you fall asleep to, or what's on your TV, or what's in your ears, or even in your surroundings. Like if someone is always arguing in the household or something that you stay in, that type of stuff. So then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instruction. Okay, let's get to 17.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 17. That he may withdraw men from his purpose and hide pride from men.
Mm-hmm. That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Okay. Withdraw man from his purpose. Meaning, you can see it's not, both the H is not capitalized. So this his, H-I-S, in this particular scripture would be more like the man, not God, not Christ, not God, no Christ. You feel me?
Yes, ma'am.
So that he may withdraw man from his purpose. Okay? And hide pride from man. That's another thing that the good Lord is gonna do when you're listening to the right things, though. Okay? It's all about what you listen, because you sleep, you're unconscious. So you can't fight the battle of, see, I get to the point where I listen to music, it be some secular music, but sometimes like I can remix it and it's a high holy song in my mind, because I'm fixing the words up, because it's a jam, back in the day jam, you know, and it still kind of be hitting the beat, you know, so I be changing up the lyrics. But you can't do that if you sleep, and your subconscious is open to, like when they say, when on 16, with the ears of men. Okay,
Yes,
so let's see if we need 18. Let's go to 18. Mm-hmm.
Job chapter 33, verse 18.
Speak up.
He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword.
Mm-hmm. He keepeth back his soul from the pit. That don't sound good. The pit part don't sound good to me. That's when I mean, I wasn't raised in church, so when I hear pit, it still go right along with the thought of hell.
yes, ma'am.
Flowing lava, hot, fire, screaming. When I hear pit, that's what I hear. Okay, he keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. sword. So what normally sword? What does sword normally mean?
Like
A weapon.
Okay. What else?
knife.
The sword. It means the word in some scripture. So I'm finna do this number. Go to this Bible app right here, which is a good Bible app, by the way. Just go to Job. Verse, what was that?
15.
15.
Me.
It wasn't 15 we won, it was
18.
18.
18?
Yes.
Okay. We know what pit mean. We're going to touch that just because a grave, ditch, destruction, corruption. You know, you can envision what that is like. But let's see what sword is in this case. A missile of attack that is spear. Also figuratively, a shot, a shoot, a shot. Let me stop tripping. A shot of growth that is a branch, dart, put off weapon. Okay, so in this case, most likely it's a weapon. In this case, because sometimes when it say figuratively, let me go back to that. Sometimes when it say figuratively right there, I wish I could highlight it. Sometimes that means what it normally, like sometimes they give you a figure of speech type thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, oh, it can also, this what it really means type thing, or it can also mean this. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
okay. So, we're going to go to the other Bible app. I like the presentation of it. That purple app is very good for situations like this, Bible studying on your own. Okay, so now we got that. We got down to that was. Let me go ahead and highlight them for future reference in this phone. I was just glancing at the rest of that. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and let's go to Joel, chapter 2. Excuse me. Chapter 2, verse 17. Highlight it, please, when you find it. Say hallelujah when you get there.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
hallelujah.
Mm-hmm. Whenever someone's ready to read. Speak up.
Job chapter 2 verse 17. Let the priests and the ministers of the Lord weep between the porch and the altar.
Speak up.
And let them say, Spare thy people, O Lord, and give not thy heritage to reproach, that the heathen should rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, Where is their God?
Mm. Mm-hmm. That wasn't even a scripture we supposed to read. So let's go to 28.
Verse 28. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to 29.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 29. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit.
Okay. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Now, and it shall come to pass afterwards. After what? Do y'all know?
After I'll pour out my spirit.
I did.
After what?
After he pour out thy spirit on thy flesh.
At the
Y'all think it's in this chapter? Well, I can give you a quick answer, because it might be in here, but upon all flesh I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Okay. Now, at one point, I'm just going to a quick little brief lesson, a brief little. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't mind finding scriptures for it, but I'm just speaking a little common sense right now. Bless you. We can say, just to, shorten it for time's sake, staying on topic. Say, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. That could be just in general not after the flood, of course, after the flood, but after the Exodus. Because God stopped talking to us. Christ stopped talking to us through the bush. We didn't really get no contact no more like that. Okay, so yes, the good Lord probably is, and no probably, the good Lord is pouring out His Spirit upon our flesh through dreams and visions right now, because the brothers gotta be getting it from somewhere. They gotta be. They're not making it up. It's right on point with scriptures, and they're prophesying nowadays, and what they're prophesying is coming to that now. Now you probably figure out which one is a false prophet, but we're not going to touch on that subject too much either. We're trying to stay on topic. So, on your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
They shall dream dreams, the old men. But it seemed like the good Lord said He giving it to the young bunch, and the young men, the young bucks. And also upon the servants and upon the landmaids in those days, you see that what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Those days I will pour out my spirit. Believe it or not, the good Lord is pouring out His spirit right now on our people. Because it is a lot of people on a lot of videos that are talking about some of the similar things. and it's starting to like look like it's almost about to be a bigger awakening around here. So we read 28 and 29. Now it's telling me to get 31 and 32. So let's see. I mean, we might well read 30 because I don't understand why 30 wouldn't be in there. So let's just read all the way down to 32, please. Let's get it.
Job chapter 2 verse 30. And I would show wonders in the heavens and the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood.
How many blood moons we done seen here lately? I've seen a couple, you know. So yeah, you know. So the sun shall, and we done saw an eclipse this year. Actually, where we were standing, that normally don't happen. So yeah, those two things have happened. Okay, so and there's more eclipses in these last few times. I remember when I was little, we barely ever heard of an eclipse. We barely heard that anybody was having one, anything. This last go round of eclipse, they was, I don't even think 5 years apart. So let's keep it going.
Yes. Before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For a Mount of Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance.
Okay, hold on. So now it just sit up there and say, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Okay? Then it goes on. Hold up. Now y'all see the apostrophe. I mean, what is those? Colons?
Yes.
Okay. So you see the colons. So that means the same thing is going to be said on the other side of that colon. Or, hold up, more in depth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now we finna be more in depth of what's going on the left side of the colon. So on the right side of the colon is more in depth. Okay? Let's get it. Read that part after the colon.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it going.
As the Lord has said. And the
Remnant.
Whom the Lord shall call.
Okay. So that don't look like it's to be it say everybody on the, I mean, who say whosoever. But it didn't get over here on the right side of that colon. It say Mount Zion, Mount Zion. Why am I messing up? And in Jerusalem. So Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be delivered. And the good Lord said that. So they can't use that whosoever. They need to understand the punctuations. And if I could be wrong, but I remember a teacher telling me that. So some things stood out to me in good old language arts. So that's the end of that one. So we got Acts 2 and chapter 2 verse 17 next. Did anybody have anything they want to add on to this right here? These few scriptures?
No, man, it's kind of self-explanatory to me.
Kind of self-explanatory? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yep. Self-explanatory. So let's get to it. Let's get to Acts. Chapter 2, verse 17.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ooh. starting off juicy. Okay? Starting off interesting. Put some bass in your voice when you read 17, please.
Yes, ma'am. I'll read it. Acts chapter 2, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh,
Mm-hmm.
and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
Okay, basically, ain't that what was just mentioned up there in Job 33?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
16
Okay.
says it. Verse 6.
Huh?
Verse 16 said had told it.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
we should have read 16. Let's read 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't read 16.
Verse 16. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel.
So it's telling you that that it's a straight up witness. I'm guessing who wrote X? John, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so John writing, and he's basically quoting the prophet Joel. So so he's another witness for the same thing that Joel said. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
And it will come, and it shall come in the last days, passing the last days. Now, didn't we just say that it was talking about after the Exodus? Okay,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
okay. It was different during the Exodus. The good Lord was always he was constantly talking with our people in Exodus. So this is definitely after Exodus. Okay. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, chapter 13. Deuteronomy. Chapter 13. 1 through 5 so far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You want to start it off? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or a wonder. Verse 2. And the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them.
Okay. I'm gonna have to cut you up a little bit on this one. Pause this a little bit. So, if there arise among you a prophet, a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, okay? He's saying it to you like this. He said, if any of y'all do that, if there among you a prophet, and et cetera, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, that means whatever they dreamed came to pass, meaning it happened. Remember, I was speaking earlier a little bit about that, and it happened. Now this is where it goes off. Somebody goes off the rail track with it. Okay. Wherefore, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let's us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Why? Okay?
Yes.
Why? Why would that be said? They think they can go and, they think they got powers now. They think they Jean Grey. or Professor Xavier or somebody. I don't know. They think they can see the Miss Cleo. You know what I'm saying? So those type of people, they going off the rails, man. They ain't on nobody trading track no more. They ain't on the right one. So now, and let's serve them. Wow. Let's read 3.
Yes, ma'am.
These people, our people.
Verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto thee words of that prophet,
Mm-hmm.
or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
Okay, pause. Thou shalt not hearken. Hearken means listen, pay attention, none of that. Hearken means hear. It means all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Into depth. It ain't just you ain't gonna hear them. Thou shalt not hear them. No, they ain't gonna pay them no attention. They ain't gonna follow none of their ways. They ain't even gonna even be bothered by them. Or that dreamer of dreams, that person either. For the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Reason why that's being said, because they was talking about let us go find the other gods and let us serve them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's said on this verse right here. Is that for the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. That's why that is said. Because they tripped that on the end of 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's read 4.
Yes, ma'am.
So my man read 4?
Yes, sir, you sure can.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 4. Ye shall walk after the Lord at your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him.
Pause. Cleave. Okay. Before we touch on this word in the purple Bible app, cleave. When I hear cleave, I think of clingy. Clingy.
Okay.
Somebody's always on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all kids don't understand, but you kind of do because you a kid. At one point you was a baby, you clinged unto me. You understand? Just like a baby cling unto his mama or the daddy, depends on who the baby cling to. That cleave word, I want to touch on that a little bit harder so people can understand what's really going on with that word cleave. So let's get to it. What we on?
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 4.
Mm-hmm. Verse 4. Let's gonna touch that. A primitive root properly to impinge, that is, I'm probably saying that wrong, excuse my language, that is cleave or adhere, figuratively to catch by pursue, abide, fast, cleave, what? Follow close. That follow close is the clingy part I'm talking about. To be joined. That's the clingy part that I'm also talking about. When somebody say it's a saying, man, they joined at the hip. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
She always with them together. Keep fast. Overtake. Overtake is a powerful one that's kind of like clingy. All the most of those words are like the word that I was describing, clingy, pursue. I would always be under my dad, so I was a daddy's girl. I would always be at his hip, his left side or his right side, while he playing, like while he watching his sports, and going off on the TV. Everything he was doing, I'm right there looking up happy. Now I'm right under my daddy, okay? So I know how to be clingy, and I know what it's like for when I hear that word cleave, it automatically makes me think that's how you're supposed to be with the good Lord. Clingy. Cling on to him. It's okay. He wants you to. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this. So let's go ahead and finish reread 4 again. Because I just want to touch on the word cleave. In my mind, clingy, but it's also everything else in there. So I need to reread, please.
Oh, come on. Verse 4. You shall walk at the reward your God and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice. And ye shall serve him and cleave unto him.
Okay, let's read 5.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death.
Whoa, hold up. Okay, semicolon. Okay, this an add-on. It's not going into depth about it. It's an add-on. Because that's what the comma is. That's why it's a semicolon. The comma part, I'm trying to go do a quick little language order lesson. I might be wrong, but I could have sworn that lady told me that. So I'm trying to go off what the lady told me now. So, but that comma down there means it's a continuation, like when you have a lot of the same thing or a list of stuff. This is kind of like that. That's why it's a colon. I mean semicolon, not a colon this time.
Oh, come on.
Okay. So get to reading it for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Start over because I done rambled a little bit. So start over.
Verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death. Because he has spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt.
Okay, I told y'all this was after that time frame.
Yes,
now, okay, now keep it going.
Oh, come on. And redeem you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in.
To walk in. Now he was telling you up there on I think 4 right there. He was telling you how to do it. He's telling you how to do it. Fear him, keep his commandments, obey his voice, serve him, cleave unto him. He's telling you how to do it right there. But if you listen to other people, the false prophets, the people that live in their dreams too much. I mean, it's okay to be good at, I'm guessing a couple of my dreams happened for real, and I'm looking like golly, but a lot of my dreams ain't happened for real. So I mean, I can't say I'm a full-fledged, I wouldn't want to claim that anyway, because what if I'm wrong about something? What if I sit up here and make a bold claim and say I know when Christ coming back, knowing Christ don't even know he coming back, because God is the only one that knows when Christ is gonna get sent back. Okay, why would I make a bold claim like that? It's some people out there that will do it though. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I had a dream about that years ago. I'm gonna talk about it after it happened, but I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, oh yeah, this so and so and so and so gonna, pass on this day, or so and so and so and so gonna be pregnant because I had a dream of fish. Hey, yeah. So it's like that. We can't get caught up in that. It was like the good Lord gave you a vision, little vision of something. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna give it to the people. You know what I'm saying? He said it in this, and then in the other scripture, Job, and he said it in Job. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's keep this. I want to go to what? No, I don't think it's got nothing to do with this, but if it do, let's finish reading the 5.
Yes, ma'am. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee,
From the midst of thee. Midst normally means middle, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to just double check that real quick. From the midst of thee. It might mean middle. Probably the nearest part that is the center. Middle. Okay. Okay, we good. Just making sure. Alright. So, redeemed you out of the house of bondage. Okay? That's the good Lord bought you out of the land of Egypt. Redeemed you out of the house of bondage. To thrust thee. That means you're going to let somebody throw you out the way that the good Lord commanded you to walk in. Basically, you listening to these. I mean, it's okay to listen to them on some. I don't even know. Because you know they sounding crazy.
Yes, that depends.
Sometimes, you know, the good Lord gave you some wisdom to know when somebody sounding like, boy, you off your rockers. You know, right now. You wilding out like Nick Cannon, okay? Can't do that. So, nah. So, the next scripture, that was Deuteronomy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This probably the last. We doing a short and sweet tonight. You know, nothing major. Just a little quickie. Yeah. So let's get to Jeremiah chapter 23.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 25. And we're going to go to 33 on this. Alright. Let's get it. All right.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 25.
You go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
25.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 25. I have heard what the prophets say, that prophecy lies in my name, saying, I have a dream. I have dreamed.
Ooh, hold up. That sounds so familiar. Ooh. That man almost took that verbatim. Look at here. So I have heard what the prophets said. The prophecy that prophecy lies in my name, saying I have dreamed, I have dreamed. Now watch out there now. We ain't talking about MLK like that. But that I have dreamed, that dude sit kind of with him. But I don't think he really prophesied lies in the Most High's name. So that's different, right? He didn't prophesy in no lies in the Most High's name. He even realized towards the end of his life that he was like, I might have led my people into a burning, and into a worse situation. So even he understood what he did, or what was did in throughout the process of him going through all that. Sometimes people be doing stuff to better their people. They don't know that sometimes it might be just you got to take a different route. Okay, so this is speaking of people that prophesy lies in the Most High's name. They for sure saying, "Oh yeah, he came to me, he told me." You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
What you mean he came to you and told you? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, that's kind of questionable. Let's keep reading, though.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets,
Detrash.
that prophecy lies? Yeah, they are prophets of deceit of their own heart.
Own heart. Okay? That's talking about the mind. It says, how long shall this be in the heart of the prophets? Hey, most of the time, at the end of the day, y'all understand, heart means mind. A lot of people don't understand that. They really think you can think with your heart. Your heart pumps blood. Okay? So, how long shall this be in the mind of the prophets that prophesy lies? How long is this going to be in your mind? How long is it going to be in their mind that they going to keep doing this? Okay? They going to keep lying. Yeah. It says, yeah, they are prophets of deceit. I mean, if you listen to prophets of deceit, I'm thinking of the other word prophet, meaning Profit, prophet of deceit of their own heart. Okay? I'm just thinking of it now. What if they are prophet of deceit, Profit, meaning gain or decrease. Gain or decrease. What kind of profit? Okay, somebody else getting the profit if it's in the negative, but if it's in the positive, what type of profit? Okay, this definitely gonna be in the negative because of the word deceit. Okay, that's a deceiver. That's a devil. Basically, the word devil means deceit. Okay, people look it up. Don't argue with me. Of their own heart. Heart means mind. Okay. You're not gonna gain nothing, man. Let's read 27, please.
Verse 27. Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
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 Okay, so a lot of this is really self-explanatory. I mean, I'm breaking them down, but I mean, it's self-explanatory. Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor. And it's like they telling the dream like they dreamed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, man, this gonna happen, and this and this happened. Man, I'm telling you, man. It ain't even the good Lord saying it no more. You know, it's, man, I'm telling you, man. You know, like after like 2 or 3 people, it changes from the good Lord showed me this to I this, I that. Man, I'm telling you, you know, it's a lot of eyes in there. They said ain't no I in team, but it's in selfish. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? So it's in a lot of words, you know. So let's read 28.
Yes, verse 28. The prophet that have a dream, let him tell a dream, and he that have my word, let him speak my word faithfully.
Mm-hmm.
What is that chaff to the wheat, saith the Lord?
The prophet that have a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that had my word, let him speak my word faithfully. See that word, faithfully?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the chaff to the wheat? Let's understand what that word chaff mean, please. Because I don't understand it. So it'd be best if we just would go right to it. So this is what, Jeremiah, right?
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 28.
Yes. Let's see what that word chaff mean. Special regards to wheat. Because wheat normally is about us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Wheat from tares, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the wheat is normally about us. So let's see what this has to do with us. Probably from Hebrew word 1129. Properly material that is specifically refused. Ooh. What's that word? Ham or stalks of grain. It's chopped in threshing and used for fodder. Straw stubble. Okay? Basically, it's straw or stubble. Chopped in threshing and used for fodder. Straw or stubble. So what is chaff to the wheat? What is the straw or the stubble to the wheat? Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the wheat is the part on the end that you take off. So it sounds like it's the leaf, the straw part of the what is it that holds the wheat? I'm guessing that's the shaft, however you say it. So it holds the wheat. So it is part of the wheat, but the wheat is what we need off of there. See what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's hard to understand. I've never studied stuff like that, so I'm learning this right now, what that means. But I can understand what it's saying. Because it said, what is the shaft to the wheat? And I understand what the wheat is. So it symbolizes something. So with us being the wheat, what is the shaft to us? The part that's holding us together to the good, to what? And now if you think about it, we gotta get plucked and pulled. Separate the wheat from the tares. You understand it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Our people are deemed different, peculiar. So when we get picked up, that symbolizes the wheat. So we symbolize the wheat. The shaft is what holds the grass part. So if wheat is a plant, the wheat is the part that you pull off and the shaft is left. Okay.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
So let's read this again to get a better understanding of what's going on. Because that symbolizes something, and I want to be able to break it down. When I post this video, someone please put it in the message board about how to. Please message me and let me know what y'all take on this verse of 28 is, please. But so far, that's what I'm getting out of it. Chaff to the wheat. Okay, so let's read it over. Let me read it over. The prophet that have a dream, let him tell a dream. He that heard my voice, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the shaft to the wheat, saith the Lord? It is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rocks in pieces. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor. Meaning what I say earlier, I am me, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
I did this. It's a lot of I, okay?
Yes.
Behold, I am against the prophets. This the good Lord saying I am, okay? I am against the prophets, said the Lord, that use their tongues and say, he saith. There you go. Me, I said this, you know, I saw this. I'm telling you this gonna happen, you know. So 32. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies. Let's see what this word err means. E-R-R. Primitive root to vacillate, that is real or stray, literally or figuratively. Also call this causatively of both. Cause to go astray, deceive, dissemble, cause to make to pant, seduce, stagger, cause to wander. Oh, just taking your people all out the way again. Earlier it was said taking them out the way, throwing them some, you know, they off the tracks, they off the hinges. So another way of saying they off the hinges right now. They wilding out. They in the wilderness with nowhere to go. So okay. And to cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them, therefore they shall not profit. Didn't I say?
Yes, ma'am. You did.
There it is. Profit this people at all, said the Lord. They not gonna profit. They shall not profit this people at all, man. And the prophets nowadays want that money. They tell you anything you want to hear. Church man, they gonna tell you, man. It don't matter who it is. It could be a man on the corner, you know, holding a Bible. He could still try to get you. It don't matter. If they trying to profit, put money in their pockets and not profit in nothing, really the profit should be upon the Lord anyway. The PROFIT should be upon the Lord anyway, really. Because at the end of the day, if I sit up here and I tell somebody, yeah, the good Lord this, good Lord that, I'm talking good about the good Lord, right? I didn't get that dub for me. I might not even got a dub. But if more than one person heard it, I might have got a couple of dubs, you know? But I didn't get them for myself. That ain't for me. That's for the good Lord. I might still be condemned to the lake of fire. But I serve the purpose. All you gotta do is serve the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Of the Most High. You serve the purpose. I don't know if I'm gonna be one part of the 1/3. Okay? Don't nobody know that. Only thing they can do is try to improve and make sure they get in that number by repenting, fasting, doing stuff keeping the laws, statute, commandments. It's some steps to this. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's read 33, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
And when this people, or the prophet, or the priest, shall ask thee, saying, what is the burden of the war? Thou shalt then say unto them, what burden? I will ever forsake you, saith the Lord.
I will even forsake you, saith the Lord. Okay? Now, and when this people, or the prophet, or a priest, shall ask thee, saying, what is the burden of the Lord? What is the burden of the good Lord? A burden of him? Meaning a burden he put on us? What burden is that? Is it a burden? Because the law's not grievous, so that's not a burden.
Yes.
What's that burden?
Sin.
If you living in the world, if you living in sin, of course you gonna have some burdens, because you don't want to stop what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay? But if you living righteously for the good Lord, you ain't gonna really have no burdens. You'll get tested every now and then, but at the end of the day, you really ain't gonna have no burdens, man. You'll have more of like you'll be more of like planning for the future, you know, planning to be perfect, planning to do this, cause that's what you should be doing. Planning to get closer to the good Lord, planning to keep these laws every day that you wake up.
Sure.
Write to him, write him letters, write him love letters, write him I'm sorry letters, I messed up letters. Write to the good Lord every now and then when you get a chance you read it out loud and you'll feel better. Okay? There's something you can do, but at the end of the day, what is the burden of the Lord? Now I mean, it ain't like the laws are hard, that easy. So if you living and you still want to live in your sin, that's gonna make it hard. Cause that's called a burden. But you putting that burden on yourself though. Those shall then say unto them, what burden? I will even forsake you, saith the Lord. I kind of see where it says saying it on here. Let's go ahead and see what it say on 36. I mean, what is that? 33, 34. My bad. And as for the prophet and the priest and the people that shall say the burden of the Lord, I will even punish that man and his house. Thus shall ye say, every one to his neighbor and every one to his brother, what hath the Lord answered? And what hath the Lord spoken? And the burden of the Lord shall you mention no more. Where am I at? And the burden of the Lord shall ye mention no more. For every man's word shall be his burden. For ye have perverted the words of the living God, and of the God of the host of our God. I mean of the Lord of our host, our God. Thus shalt thou say to the prophet, what hath the Lord answered thee? And what hath the Lord spoken? Okay. I still want to know what the burden of the Lord is, but well, ooh-wee. I mean, it's really going in.
Yes, ma'am.
Read 38.
Yes, ma'am.
Verse 38. But since ye say, the burden of the Lord, therefore thus saith the Lord, because ye say this word, the burden of the Lord, and I have sent unto you, saying, ye shall not say the burden of the Lord. Did I say anything wrong? Okay.
Go ahead, go 39.
Yes, ma'am. Verse 39. Therefore, behold, I, even I, will utterly forget you, and I will forsake you in the city that I gave you and your fathers, and cast you out of my presence. Verse 40.
Verse 40. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual shame, which shall not be forgotten.
We shall.
That shall not be forgotten. Man, the good Lord went in on that, man. I mean, that's a lot of cursing. You know, the burden of the Lord I have sent. Hey, don't say it. I will utterly forget. Wow. And forsake you. That man, hey, don't play with him, man. Cast you out of my presence. Oh no. That means he would tell you, you never knew me. I never knew you, and you made me. So you hearing, I never knew you from something that made you. Somebody that made you it's a bad feeling. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine the man that created everything say that to you. And he said, my bringing an everlasting reproach, whoa, upon you, and a perpetual shame. That word perpetual is strong. So strong, I want to look it up. Let's get to it. Perpetual. Perpetual. Ooh. Properly concealed. That means hid. Conceal means hide. That is the vanishing point. Wow, disappearing. Generally time out of mind, past, or future. Wow. That is crazy. Good Lord is talking about forgetting about you. Time out of mind. Ooh. Eternally, ooh. I'm not the best with the reading. Frequentative?
Verbally.
Yeah. I can tell my strong points, baby. I was only with math. I was only with math, but yeah, that perpetual means the long line of getting missed off, basically. Okay. Perpetual shame, man. Which shall not be forgotten. The perpetual shame won't be forgotten. But you almost getting forgotten about. Everlasting reproach upon you. Cast you out of my presence. Utterly forget you. That's a bad boy. Utterly. I remember one time I read the Bible and it said utterly destroyed. I'm like, wow. So utterly it's just like it's like the words make it so much worse. So yeah. So these are about your dreams in the Bible. Now, I want to go off subject. I'm not going to go off subject too much, but it is about dreams. So I used to have these dreams back in the day. Let me go ahead and get on it while we're on this phone. Internet. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm looking up this word Hank. Okay. Okay. So it must have been this word, Hanks. No, we ain't looking at that. This is the word right here. So, Hanks, ghosts and evil spirits from the Old South. Okay. Southern legends of Hanks, ghosts, witches, booger man, boo Hanks, and boo daddies. Wow, I ain't never known that. Hank is an old Southern word for a specific type of ghost or evil spirit from the Carolina coast, but found in tales from various regions of the South. Belief in Hanks probably originated with the Gullah Geechee people, descendants of African slaves in the Carolina Low Country and Barrier Islands in South Carolina. Hanks are malicious ghosts, often seeking to steal or harm naughty children. Not true in my eyes. I was grown, so maybe used as a story to make unruly children behave. Okay. Definitely. Phil Rush, who wrote a book about the history of bottle trees, says the word Hanks is actually derived from early European roots, the verb hanter, meaning to stalk or inhabit. He dates that word to about 1330. I'm guessing BC. And he says the African American word "hank," used as a noun, was first recorded in 1843. Okay. So really, this word right here it goes right along with this right here that I'm finna type in. What is this? Sleep. Okay. Sleep paralysis, or these cases. See how he's sitting on his chest? See how he's sitting on her chest? That's what it feels like sometimes. It feel like somebody's laying on you, won't let you up. Feel like as soon as you go to sleep, come out around you now. Okay. Sleep paralysis may include hallucinations such as an intruding presence or dark figure in the room. These are commonly known as sleep paralysis demons, okay? The phenomenon of seeing something demon-like while experiencing sleep paralysis is also real. It's called a hypnagogic. Ooh. Okay. Y'all sound it out for me, people. No, y'all good. But look at this. So, in reality, they go hand in hand, right? Let's see. They go hand in hand. What is a sleep paralysis demon? Okay. Now, but I'm going to tell you something. So, I'm gonna zoom in on this picture right here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on that. Okay, reason why I'm zooming in on this to get you in the mentality of what I'm fixed to say. I'm fixed to give a quick testimony about what I experienced dealing with this type of attack. Okay, so while you are asleep, okay, and it spoke about it in Job chapter 33, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when in Job chapter 33, it was talking about your ears and everything be open to. Okay, but your body and your while you're asleep, your subconscious. That's why you gotta watch what you listen to. It's open to spiritual attacks during this time frame. Okay, people want to say more, go into depth about the 3 o'clock and all that. I don't know about all that. I just know that in general, if I'm going through what I'm finna tell you, what I went through, it was just like how this picture portrays. I'm laying down sleep, flat, and all I feel is pressure on my chest, pressure on my body, mainly my torso, chest and torso. So sitting basically almost like really on my chest, not like the torso like on the picture, but still, that's still your torso is your chest. So I'm feeling this presence and I'm laying there. Now, mind you, this has happened to me before. I've seen creatures, black creatures come out the closet, grab my hand, I finally could get up after I done got scared up. You see what I'm saying? Grab my hand and all that. Now, it was years, it was like a little bit after I found out the truth. It was like 2000, I want to say 18. I had an episode similar to this on the screen where I was laying there and it was a spirit that definitely, now I know the Lord's name at this time frame. Before, I used to try to call for my ex-husband at the time frame, my husband at the time frame. I would try to call for him. I would try to wiggle, sometimes just have to wait it out. That was horrible. That took it felt like hours. It was times where I would. This is different times that I'm in the text. Sometimes I had to just wait it out. But this time I know the good Lord's name. So I'm trying to say, I said Jesus one time before, and it backed off of me, but it was still, I still felt pressure, but I could move a little bit when I could get Jesus, the word Jesus out before. So I'm trying to get Yahweh Shai out. I'm trying to get it out, but of course, Yahweh is before, it's like the root word of Yahweh Shai. So I could get Yahweh out, and that, I mean, it flew. I didn't see it fly, but it got up on me so quick. All that pressure lift off like get out of here, like it got thrown away, pushed off of me, something. It was a good feeling because now I got ammunition for when it happens again. It happened again. It was a little harder for me to get Yahweh out, but I still got Yahweh out. Got the name out.
You had that too?
Huh?
You had that type like on screen?
Yeah.
I had it before too.
Yeah, well, that's how you solve that. Use the good Lord's name, Yahweh. Go. Hey, if you know the Greek, use the Greek. And if you use the more powerful names, the Greek and Hebrew names, which are his names, that's gonna fight that demon off a little bit better than saying God and Jesus. Now those two, the word God can be, anybody could be a God if that's the case. You see what I'm saying? Because It's a title. It's not his name. His name means something. His name means he exists. Okay? So, it just saying God is not going to help. Because you could say, I said Jesus before, that helps. Okay? So, because Jesus is the transliterated from Greek to from Hebrew to Greek to Latin to English. Okay? So, it went through 4 different stages. 3 different stages before it got to Jesus. Okay? So, his name. So, you understand the difference in the power in saying Yeshua and Yahushua than saying Jesus. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yes, that I felt all that pressure on my abdomen. Chest, abdomen. Oh my gosh. All that. And I couldn't move. And I just, I was like, I know before I would have trouble out those dreams. So, for anybody goes to sleep tonight, definitely keep that in mind, but also pray that you have blessed night, a blissful sleep, and definitely eye-opening rest, meaning you have enough time to actually build up good thoughts before you go to sleep. Okay? People start listening to better music before you go to sleep, while you're sleeping, or listen to scriptures being read to you. It would not be such a big deal of that in that case. It will be more of like a helping hand. Okay? So, all these little videos, man, it's like, that's how they sit there and they, yeah, man, it's like that. So guess what? The good, they ain't got nothing on the good Lord, man. I'm telling you, I was sitting up. I used to have trouble out of those dreams, man. It was very. If you had those dreams like that a lot, like how I had them, you understand everything I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling so much joy because of how I don't have to worry about them dreams like that anymore. Because if I'm gonna bust out and I'm gonna hit them with it. But when I was having those dreams, man, it would just take so much out of me trying to sit up there and fight this demon, fight this bad spirit to get off me. It was just draining me, man. And I just used to give up. I was just lay there like, man, whatever's going on, just. And then I guess it just like, oh, well, she just gave up. He'll leave. But it would still be up there, sitting up there, all that pressure on me for at least, I'm feeling it 10 plus minutes. Just sitting on my stomach, just sitting on me. I can't move. I'm just laying here, eyes open, trying to my best to just, because I don't want to go to sleep, and I can't go to sleep, or I feel like it don't want me to go to sleep. So, laying up there, just going through the motions, just tired. I don't even feel like battling this demon. That's what it wants you to do. Don't do it. You get up off your tail. After you say that after you speak the good Lord's name on that demon, that demon gonna fly up out that room. He gonna fly up out of there. She, whatever it is. Your brother, it works for y'all too, man. But I don't know who all go through these dreams like that. So I thought the word was Hank, but it's Hanks with a T and an S. So, those type of dreams, man, just say the good Lord's name, man. Get that up off of you. You don't know the Most High's name? It's Yahweh. It's a brother out there called Tribe of Judah Teachings. He did a whole video. Matter of fact, while I'm on here, and I could show you, better than I could tell you. show you better I can tell you. As his songs, the brother can sing too. He hasn't made videos in so long, but it's hey, he put it out there and it was the truth, and you best believe that he was coming with scriptures and he was telling the truth. That's all I can say about the brother. I don't know where he's been, but he put out some good, like, look, he's literally the first he's literally the first subscription I have. Okay, so those are all his videos. As you can see, the latest one was 6 years ago. So he has a video, should we use the name Jesus? Now, I don't agree with him on the lunar Sabbath just because, but I'm not gonna say that he's wrong, you know what I'm saying, in his teaching. I just see things different for as the lunar Sabbath and the new moon. So I'm a lunatarian or whatever they want to call it. We definitely celebrate the lunar Sabbath over here. I feel that's the closest, if not the most true Sabbath. People celebrate it different. I'm not gonna knock them. No, they not knocking me. This is the video, name of God and the ancient Hebrew. That brother right there. Good nice video. He goes through all that. Yeah. He breaks down the Hebrew and the Greek. Okay. So yeah, this brother, he definitely, the brother definitely put out a good amount of videos I liked. Okay. So, what I want to do now is end this lesson, and best way for me to end lessons is since I'm new to this is my first video that we gonna put together, patch it together, and put it on YouTube. So, but for one thing, I definitely want to be able to end this video probably with give you a good another set of videos to watch, or going to sleep, or calm time when you need to calm down and unwind. What's this brother name? Eshawn Burgundy he has some very good videos of him reading over sounds, like rain sounds. Yes. I'm guessing this one of them.
First Corinthians 10, verses 13.
Propagate.